But I was holding a remote control, so I have to put it down.
This is Lori Leland. I've known her for decades. She's one of our treasured electronic specialists here at HSN. Hi, I'm Shannon. I did post a little date night recipe, speaking of Valentine's Day, with our Andrew Lessman Today's Special. So I hope you can find and like me at Facebook. And honestly, it's really yummy. I was actually sharing it with my crew last night. But something that you're gonna share with the whole family is a big screen TV. And bigger is better when it comes to a screen. No, you're not, your eyes are not deceiving you. I know that should probably have a 1 in front of that $400 price, but this, whether you realize it or not, we go to the leaders. HSN has been around for, we're getting closer to that 50-year mark, 43, 44 years. And so the big guys do stuff for us they don't do for anybody else. This is actually what, the #2 manufacturer in the nation.
In the country.
Right?
That's
in the country.
Exactly right, yeah. And so, gaining all the time.
And absolutely, in fact, they are, because part of the reason, it's almost like going to somebody who can make a TV for you. Like we go to Andrew Lessman, he works the world's finest vitamins. And that's, you have to really kind of twirl your head around. I think, yes, as consumers, we get caught up in the big marketing campaigns, but okay, today's a big football day. Last night was a big football day.
Oh yeah.
They have a little, have you heard of the NFL?
I've heard of them, yeah.
I've heard of them. So what, they're actually like an official, partner?
They are.
An official partner with
TCL, yes, partnered with the NFL.
With the NFL, yeah, like I said, maybe you've heard of them.
You might want to use this TV to watch the big game.
You think?
Yeah, you might want to.
So here's the thing, we're gonna do the lowest price on a 65-inch I have ever seen, ever. And the problem is, you gotta snap it up while we've got it. Jared, if it's okay, can we show how few of these we have? Because I think there are fewer than 1,000, right?
Okay, that's probably true.
Okay, we have basically the last 800. Of course, that quantity left does not take into consideration the manner, the method, or the mode in which people are watching. So if you just take the size into consideration, if you just like, oh wow, the NFL is partnering with them, yeah, they're kind of a big deal. They're #2, coast to coast across the country, but it's the picture. And by the way, this almost looks like it's almost pure picture.
Tiny, yes.
It's like a itty bitty, skinny mini little frame. The frame is like virtually not, it's all picture.
It's all picture and it's all screen. I mean, you said it, Shannon, TCL, #2 top selling manufacturer of televisions in the country and climbing. They've invested $31 billion in their manufacturing facilities. So they are doing everything and they're doing it vertically integrated. And what that means is, Shannon, do you know who makes TCL TVs?
Who?
TCL. There's nobody else that makes them. They make all the
trick
parts.
Question.
They make this panel. They make all of the electronics. They make everything. So they're not going to these other companies and buying pieces and buying parts, which ultimately drives up the cost of the televisions.
Right.
They have invested in their own manufacturing and now they make everything in-house.
Wow.
And that means the quality is superior. They don't have to market. They do a grassroots marketing, so they're not spending millions of dollars on marketing campaigns, but they're #2 in the country for a reason. And that is because they're giving us a beautiful, beautiful quality television at a super affordable price. Now, Shannon, recently, we offered a TCL that was 43 inches. And it was nearly this price.
Almost the same price.
Almost the same price for nearly double the viewing area. So to be able to get that 65-inch TV home. I don't even have a TV this big in my bedroom. Do you? I mean,
no, I
this
don't.
is the size I have in my living room.
I might after this.
I'm telling you, you can afford to do it now, right? And that is the whole goal with TCL.
It's true. Okay, I'm looking at this flex pay. I'm sorry, Danny, I just have to walk a little bit closer to the screen. It's what? Okay, it's less than $100 on flex pay.
Wow.
So not only are you getting a leading name, you're getting the technology. It is on VIP financing, which I gotta be honest, kind of surprises me.
Right,
just because, so that would mean $36 and change for 12 months. Big thing you need to understand though, this is while supplies last. So if you're watching, if you're shopping, it's that opportunistic moment in time. Get it at home. We will pay to send it to you. FlexPay, those are interest-free payments, so you can kind of pay as you go. But unlike a layaway program, say at a big store, we send you the TV right away. Here's the other thing about that FlexPay, which I think is dynamite. Unlike many of the stores, if they do VIP financing, now you can use that with your Zulily or your Q card, and you can apply and buy, or your HSN card. But we don't make you use a certain card on FlexPay. Meaning, if you're someone like me, I really don't have credit cards anymore, but I got a debit card and I got PayPal. So you could use your debit card. You could use your PayPal. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, well, budget doesn't really allow, but I can do less than $100 a month.
Sure.
We're gonna zip the TV off to you. The whole point is, though, you do have to strike while the iron is hot. Because certainly the big game is right around the corner. There are a lot of big games today, and even in other football games last night. You get it at home, you get that big screen experience. Let's upgrade that second TV in the house. Is it in the guest bedroom? Is it in the master bedroom? Is it time to just, you want to upgrade your TV just even to a bigger size, but the budget might not allow for the $2,000 or the $1,700 or the $1,400 or the $1,500 65 inch, that's kind of in the ballpark of what we normally do our 65 inch TVs for.
Oh yeah.
Bigger's better.
Oh, it is. It's always better. And to be able to get this affordably, and here's what I thought at first. I saw this price and I thought, yeah, but is the shipping like $100,
yeah.
right?
I actually had to look at my sheet.
But a lot of companies do that where they're gonna give you a great value, but then the shipping is gonna be astronomical. This has free shipping, which I couldn't even believe, Shannon. And this is ultra high definition 4K. So this is gonna give you over 4 times the resolution of a typical high definition television. We're used to about 2 million pixels. Right. Pixels are the little dots, right, that make up the screen. You used to kind of be able to see those dots. Not anymore, not on this ultra high definition 4K TV. Look at that image on the right. It's so much more vibrant. There's so much more color to it. There's so much more vividness in those shades of color. There's more detail in the highlights, in the shadows. So it really is that gorgeous viewing experience. Instead of 2 million pixels, now there are 8.3 million pixels. So this is really, more is better. So you're getting over 4 times that image quality. So it really and truly is that beautiful, intense, fun viewing experience where you feel like you're there. You feel like you're living it. You don't feel like you're just viewing it. You feel like you're enjoying it. True. And
hey, guys, can I ask, Dan, can we lower the lights a little bit?
That would be nice,
just because we broadcast on the surface of the sun. So, this is not the light, unless you're watching TV in bright sunlight, which obviously during part of the day you're going to be.
Sure.
But for most of what you're watching, even if it's just having that lamp on or whatever, the colors pop. They just like pow.
They do. And you know what I would say? If you want to compare, do it. I Googled the 4 class of TCL in a 65-inch size, and guess what? They're $700.
Oh,
so to get what we're offering for you here today at HSN at this incredible value. Look at this. I mean, you feel like you're just there with all of the nature going on your screen, or if it's that action movie, whatever it is, if you like to watch documentaries. By the way, this is also a Google TV. So it is very content forward. It has all of the media streamers that you could possibly want, basically built right in. So you don't have to buy and add something to this, although you have plenty of HDMI ports if you would like to. But again, look at this gorgeous, unbelievable picture quality, and part of this is due to high dynamic range. So HDR, that is some also very fancy technology that TCL built into this television. It basically gives you more detail, more vivid colors again, a wider range of colors. Look at that on the right of your screen just a second ago, looked amazing. And I think we're all used to looking at our traditional standard 1080p full high definition TVs, and we're like, that's really pretty. Yeah. But wait till you get this home and more colors come into play here, then it's a 4 times more beautiful viewing experience. Do you know some of the cell phones we offer, and we offer TCL and other brands, I tell you this all the time, Shannon, you can see 16 million colors on this cell phone screen, right? And we're always like, wow, that's a lot of colors. With this TCL TV, any guesses how many colors you can see here? How many colors? Over 1 billion with a B. Over 1 billion colors. That's why everything looks so vibrant and crisp and vivid and beautiful. And at the end of the day, you never look at a TV and wish it was smaller. You never look at a TV and wish the picture was lousier, right? You always want the best of the best for the money that you have to spend, and I am telling you, for this amount of money, this is a superior deal. Okay, let me put this in perspective. Jared, you said there are how many left? Okay, we have fewer than 800 televisions. Okay? We have hundreds of people in the various forms of ordering. Now listen, math is not my strong suit, but I can tell you this, with the number of people who are either calling or shopping via hsn.com or scanning that QR code, this could be the final presentation, just because a lot of times people watch and then they call back later. That's true. But considering the fact that we are in the final couple hundred,
If you can reserve yours, get it at home. There's a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. We would love to send this your way. Let us make your TV dreams come true. Because at the end of the day, whether you're trying to be budget-friendly or you really want to make brownie points with somebody, tell you what, skip the chocolates, skip the roses, which, by the way, you buy a dozen roses, even a gift card box of chocolates, you're looking at in excess of $100 or $200.
Wow.
Because roses just go up exponentially around Valentine's Day.
They always do. They crank up the
They
prices.
jack the prices.
Yep.
Get this at home. For your Valentine, you'll watch date night, chick flicks, movies.
Free TV.
Free TV.
Hook up your antenna to this, like we were just showing you from Mohu, and now you have free TV that you could be watching here. I love the home screen on this because, like I said, this basically has built in all of your media streamers, so everything you could possibly want, and it's a Google TV, so you can talk to it. When the lights come up a little bit, I'll show you this really easy to use remote, but there's a colorful button you just press and hold. What's the weather? And look at this is going out and getting me all of the information. You can figure out what your commute looks like. If you have any questions about anything that ever happens in the entire world, what do? You Google it.
You Google it.
This is a Google television.
True.
So Google is built right into this with the Google button. So you have your virtual assistant that's built right in as well. So it really covers all the bases. Now again, no need for a media streamer. You're gonna be able to play everything here from all of the various apps. There are over 700,000 choices when it comes to TV shows. So here's some of the apps we have because this is what we're using. HSN, of course, Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Disney, Hulu, HBO Max, some of the big ones, right? ESPN, Apple TV is built into this as well. But what I love about this content forward home screen right here, Shannon, this is amazing. So there's a For You tab.
Yeah.
This takes these algorithms based on things you've already watched and gives you ideas about shows that things you might love. And I watch a lot of, I have an 8-year-old. So we watch a lot of superhero movies and superhero shows. So this is giving me tons and tons of various suggestions. So you spend less time looking for shows and more time watching shows.
Right.
The other thing I love about this interface, it is fully customizable. But the really cool thing here is it's gonna show you all the shows that you've been watching all in one place.
Oh, neat.
Have you ever done this where you go in from your other media streamers and maybe so you go through Netflix and you're like, well, what am I gonna watch on Netflix tonight? Oh, found a great show. 3 nights later, you're like, was that on Netflix or was that on Hulu?
You know what's so funny
or was that on Prime? With this, they're all here on the home screen so you can go right back to the show you were watching regardless of which app it was on.
You know what because it's the Google, it's the Google machine.
It's the Google machine.
It's the Google machine TV.
It's
the
amazing.
Google machine TV. A lot of people that I know buy their cell phone. I realize there's all the other cell phones, but people people that I know are happiest with their Google phones.
Sure.
Because of the Google machine.
Sure.
Everybody asks Google everything, but our mutual friend Marty, this happened the other night. Marty, I'm telling tales on you. I know he's done with his shift, but he watches chick flicks. I was teasing him mercilessly, and I'm not even afraid to say it. And he's like, I can't remember. Oh man, where was I watching this thing? And because I do know movies because I was a film major.
Right.
What did he tell me? He's like, oh gosh, I can't even remember. He didn't even give me like a movie story. He's like, yeah, it was about this couple. That was kind of his description. I'm like, Marty, I can't tell you.
Not helpful.
You got to give me at least a little something. An actress, some kind of scene. So the Google machine knows. Well, I know this, and even my producer Jared said this because everybody on our team and Lori, we're all like TV and movie people.
Oh, we are.
And I'll just tell you right now, whether what did you spend for your very first big screen TV? My producer Jared, thousands of dollars.
Right.
And in fact, my brother Chad and actually my sister-in-law and my brother Ryan are trying to get rid of one of those. Remember the ones with the big old butt?
I had the big old humpback whale.
With the big old humpback. It's the size. They don't even know how they're going to get out of the house. Number one.
Right.
And then nobody wants it. I mean, that is not this big screen. Big screen, small frame. It's pure picture. It's the Google machine.
The Google machine, baby.
It's the Google machine, #2 manufacturer in America right now, coast to coast, but closing the gap quickly, because I'll tell you what, the NFL only partners with people that make sense to them.
That's right.
NFL partner recently announced lowest price in history. We're taking hundreds of dollars off our HSN price. Jared, if it's okay, because I'm going to turn Lori loose to just kind of what I call do the highlight reel in case people are channel surfing.
Sure.
Can we show the quantity left just real quickly? or I can speak to it. So again, fewer than 800. So fewer than 800, 770 reservations. Doesn't take into account the hundreds of people who are in the various forms of ordering. Oh, look at that blank wall. I feel like I should like cover it up. I know. I don't think they intended for us to stand by this TV.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, a lot of blank walls over here.
I broke the rules. What a shocker.
And I'm standing like literally
me
on
too.
a plant.
It's just like,
yeah.
I'm getting,
it's
you know,
tickling me.
this plant is my Valentine because we're getting very intimate, this plant and I. But either way, you're gonna want to get, you're gonna get sucked in, you get pulled in by that picture. See, I can make a segue with anything.
You can, you're
it's
amazing.
really true.
It's a gift.
So it is. So here's the thing, shiny object. If you want this, get it now, do it. I hope you're having as much fun as we are. Remember, we do also have the mount because it is wafer thin.
Yes,
you can actually mount it. And then, you know what, I can look up, do you know the size of the stand? Is that about 9 inches?
I believe that's right.
Okay, I was gonna say, it looks about 9 or 10 inches,
Yep.
the stand. So in which case you wall mount it, you just take the stand off, right?
Exactly, so you can do either or. This one has 3 HDMI ports and it has a USB, so you can plug in, you know, any of your media if you want to be able to do that. It's Bluetooth as well, so you can Bluetooth it to headphones if you want to be able to do it that way, or a speaker bar.
Or use your aftershocks.
Exactly.
Hey, Lori, can we do this? Because I'm going to get ready for Tony Little in a minute, so that means I got some personal business that I'm going to take care of.
But of course.
You know, so if you could just give them the highlights, that would be great, because I'll be right back. Uno momento.
Okay, my darling. So TCL TV, #2 TV brand in the entire country. You're getting ultra high definition. So ultra high def 4K television viewing experience with more than 4 times the pixels that we're used to. So look at your TV right now, especially if it's a 1080p full high definition TV, which most of ours are, and think and imagine what it might be like to have 4 times better quality hanging on your wall or on the stand at such an incredible low price. So it really is an upgrade for you. If you're watching the big game with loved ones, this is going to be the ultimate way to do it. This is a Google TV, so you can speak to this television. You're going to be able to use this really, really beautiful full-featured remote control. Let me show you some of the really easy buttons here. You've got direct access straight to Netflix. Again, no media streamer needed because this is a smart TV. So you plug this into power, you have Wi-Fi at home. Literally, that's all you need. You could be going straight to YouTube. Can you imagine the puppy or the kitty videos that you're going to be able to enjoy with your family on YouTube on a 65-inch television set? You've got your TCL button right here, your Prime Video button as well. So dedicated buttons that take you to the features you're using the most. This colorful button up at the top, this is the one that you press and hold when you want to speak to Google. So if you have an idea of something that you'd like to watch, or you have an idea of an actor you would like to watch one of their movies or one of their films, you're going to be able to press the button, Matt Damon movies. And this is gonna go out and seek and find for you all of the Matt Damon movies so that you don't even have to search anymore. There's no more typing, that awkward typing we used to have to do where you had to go over this letter and that letter. So really, really great movies available at the end of your voice. All you do is just speak it. I happen to love this one. I saw the Ford versus Ferrari. What a great movie with Matt Damon and Christian Bale. So this is gonna show you, when you click on it, not only where you can watch it, and I'm gonna show you the various ways to watch here in a moment. You can watch the trailer, so that's really fun. You can add it to your watch list, but this is gonna show you the various areas and places that you can get this. So I can watch it free on Hulu, and it's showing me this because I'm logged into that app. That's one of the apps I use, and if it's something you use, it's gonna pop up in your search results as well. And then you could also rent it if you wanted with a couple of other options there. So again, content forward means you're spending less time searching for shows and movies, although there are over 700,000 choices here, and you're gonna be able to do more watching. So I think that's really important. The video quality here is incredibly beautiful, like we said, with high dynamic range. So that's gonna meld together basically some of the details. You're gonna get more rich blacks, more detail in the highlights and the shadows, the rich, beautiful, vibrant whites. You're gonna love all of the colors that you see here too, with all of the features that this incorporates. And then it's a smart TV with a content forward interface. So here's your home screen. This has a For You tab. I'm in the For You tab that is pushing forward to me suggestions of shows I might like based on shows I've already watched with my family before. So it gives you some fun new things that you could try to watch that I think, you know, you might really enjoy. Here's your live. You want to see something that's on live right now? Look at all these options. NFL, this is where you're going to watch the big game, gather around with friends and family. All of these various shows are available here, and this is on your live tab. So it's really easy, super intuitive. Then you've got your movie tab after that. Beautiful, beautiful array of movies. Everything is so colorful. I'm just looking at the Encanto right here. That little tile popped up and it just looks so vibrant. That might be something you want to watch. Your TV shows, you have a full-on app library where you're going to be able to download any of the apps that really add to your experience. So whatever you're using, if it's Showtime, if it's HBO, if it's Netflix, if it's YouTube. Can you imagine, Shannon, YouTube videos on a 65-inch TV?
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, I love that. Don't. I will sing that song for a month.
It's going to be in your head.
It already is. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Shannon. Yeah, it already is. It really is.
But you know what? I think what is interesting about that, and certainly we were talking, guys, can you guys, am I going over my microphone? Or Laura? There we go.
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you.
See, yeah, there we go. See, long enough, I'm like, I do not hear myself in my earpiece. Although I love that I was projecting loud enough to be heard over Lori's microphone. The thing is, to speak loud and clear, if you want this, you should do it with just a couple hundred available. Listen, I realize normally when it comes to a television, it's a to me, for me, but it's more of an investment, especially in this size range. Jared was sharing, my producer, the first large TV that he got, you know, in thousands of dollars. But Lori, it's the picture, not just the price. That's
exactly
the
right.
big thing.
And the features. I mean, you can buy other smart TVs, and I will tell you, the interface on some of these smart TVs, they're clunky. True. They're hard to use. This is content forward, so it's pulling everything together in one central place for you. So if you've watched a show on Hulu, it's going to show it alongside a show you were just watching on Netflix. So everything loads on the home screen. So you're not searching through all of these streaming services trying to figure out where you watch that show. I love that. And then we were showing you just how dull some of the older TVs look, right? Compared to 4K. Like, it's a totally different world. It's like going from black and white to color. Remember when we did that a billion years ago? Yeah, I remember. I'm old enough to remember that. But look at this. There's that 4K that we were talking about. So more detail in the brighter whites, in the deeper, richer darks. Look at how on the side of that little mountain, you can see that mountain range where you couldn't see it before. It's everything. It's vivid color. It makes a lot of sense to upgrade today, especially in time for the big game at a price that it blew my socks off when I saw this.
Well, and you know what? That's just it. There's a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee on this, and I'm with Lori because our screens are a ways away from us, and I actually had to look at my flow sheet. I'm like, are we really paying for the shipping? Because I just figured at this, because we took, close to $200 off our price. And so I just thought, okay, well, they'll pad that shipping in there, which normally on a 65-inch television would be around $100, $50 at the very least, I would assume. So this is coming direct to you, but only as long as supplies last. So you're watching this show for a reason, and that's just it. You are watching something. And I can promise you, first of all, just like every household probably has more than one computer now, most households have more than one television. And even if you did spend the thousands of dollars on the TV downstairs, give this a run for its money, because I can pretty much promise you your jaw will drop. First of all, you can you can afford it. That's number one. And for less than $100, you can get it at home. Let me say that again. For less than $100, you can get this at home. We will pay to send it to you. That's roughly, in my own opinion, about a $100 value if I were shopping other stores, et cetera, et cetera. And let me say it again. It's the Google machine. It's the Google machine that is built in. And I think that's one of the reasons that the NFL partnered with them, I gotta be honest.
I agree,
Because when you talk about the interface, you say anything to the Google machine, I don't even know how she works, but boy, is she smart.
She's smart,
I will ask her the most random things. I can talk to my remote. It's the Google machine. It knows that fact that it kind of curates what you've been watching and where you've been watching it. I've only seen that on the Google TV.
It's so funny because I ask people all the time, "What are you watching?" because I want to get ideas for
Sure,
what
a
I
lot
might
of, we
wanna
do that here at
watch,
HSN,
right? We
yeah.
all just ask each other. We're constantly sharing ideas about shows. Oh, Sweet Magnolias. Oh, I want to watch that. Like
Yeah.
all the different things. With this TV, it's assessing what you've already watched and then sending you recommendations that you might like based on previous viewing habits. So it's really cool. That's all built right in. That teeny tiny bezel, like you mentioned, it's all screen. So just a little tiny bit of bezel here, nice and thin. Love the fact that you can wall mount or put it on a, you know, on a shelf or on a piece of furniture if you want. The other thing is the viewing angle. So you're all the way at one extreme end, and so am I. You have a 178-degree view here. So instead of having to sit right in the middle of the room, right? And that's the only sweet spot. You can be at the outer edges, and every single person, no matter where they're seated, is gonna have a great view of this TV with that 178, almost completely from edge to edge viewing angle, which is amazing.
And you know, that's just it. There's no bad seat in the house, and this fits your budget. It really does. So maybe you're like a lot of us, myself included. As an example, my TV upstairs didn't have the budget for the bigger TV upstairs. So what do? If I really want to watch something, I'm going downstairs because that's where the bigger TV is.
Right.
Wouldn't it be nice to bring the movie theater home in any room of the house, making it budget friendly for the Google machine on the TV, and the same brand, #2 manufacturer in coast to coast in America right now, and closing the gap, the same one that the NFL partnered with. They gotta be doing something right. At least give it a try while we've got it. The reality is, I am not sure when we'll be able to get this back, when these are sold out. And that's full disclosure. I really don't know.
And I have no other scheduled presentations.
Oh, no
either.
kidding.
Right.
Wow. So I can promise you what a lot of people do. They watch these presentations online, they go back, and then they call later. Please do not wait with this. And you know, I'm speaking from experience, because even I fill up my little HSN shopping cart just like you. I went back there, I can't even remember what it was, but you know, an item in your bag has sold out. An item in your bag has sold out. And then I'm like, oh, why didn't I check out? I mean, seriously.
Right.
So you gotta check out. You gotta